Most people think belief in God is an emotional choice, a tradition, or something inherited. But what if belief in God is not only spiritual? What if it is also intellectually rational? What if modern science, human consciousness, mathematics, and logic all point to the same conclusion that the Quran has declared for over 1400 years? There is nothing like him. Quran 42:11. Today, we explore why belief in God, not blind belief, but informed belief, is one of the most rational positions a human being can hold. For centuries, many scientists believed the universe had no beginning. It was eternal, always existing. But today, nearly all fields of science agree. Cosmology, astrophysics, background radiation, galaxy expansion, and thermodynamics all point to one reality. The universe began to exist. Everything, time, space, matter, and energy, came into existence in a single moment. This raises the most fundamental question. If the universe began, what caused it? Whatever begins to exist must have a cause beyond itself. You cannot get something from nothing, laws from chaos, or order from randomness. The Quran captures this precisely. Were they created by nothing, or were they themselves the creators? Quran 52:35. Scientists agree on something astonishing. The universe is fine-tuned to an almost impossible degree. If the expansion rate of the universe was different by 1 part in 10 to the power of 60, no stars could form. If gravity was slightly weaker or stronger, life would be impossible. If the strong nuclear force changed by a tiny fraction, all matter would collapse or explode. These constants are not random. They are precise, like a lock with a million keys, but only one key opens it. Who set them? Fine-tuning points to intentional design. He raised the heavens and established balance. Quran 55:7. Inside every cell of your body is a code 3 billion letters long, DNA. But DNA is not just chemicals, it is information. And information always comes from intelligence, mind, intent, and purpose. A book requires an author, a code requires a programmer, a language requires a speaker. So how did mindless atoms write the software of life? The Quran describes human formation not poetically, but as a process. We created the human from an extract of clay, then fashioned him into another creation. Quran 23:12-14. Not random, not blind, designed. Science can explain neurons, but it cannot explain consciousness. How do electrical signals create thoughts? Why do we have self-awareness? Why do humans ask why? Why do we imagine the future? Why do we dream? Why do we feel purpose? Consciousness remains one of science's greatest mysteries. They ask you about the spirit. Say, "The spirit is from the command of my Lord." Quran 17:85. You may understand the brain, but the soul remains beyond instruments. Like gravity, it is invisible, but real. Even atheists search for purpose, meaning, morality, legacy, connection, and justice. But if the universe is accidental and life is random, purpose becomes an illusion. Yet humans feel purpose naturally, deep in their inner nature. We are wired for meaning. Does the human think he will be left without purpose? Quran 75:36. Purpose is not an illusion. Purpose is a design. When you put the pieces together, the universe had a beginning. The laws are fine-tuned. Life is coded. Consciousness is mysterious. Purpose is natural. Logic demands a cause. Science reveals order. Mathematics reveals structure. Belief in God is not the opposite of intelligence. It is the result of intelligence. The Quran invites reflection. In the creation of the heavens and the earth are signs for those who use their intellect. Quran 3:190. In our next episode, we explore the fine-tuning of the universe and how physics and cosmology lead us to the same question: who adjusted the laws of reality? If you found this perspective thought-provoking, subscribe for upcoming episodes exploring self-development, science, and Quranic insight.